world now. But family, don't mind me, I beg. Always respect men. They are our pillars, they are our backbones. We are the shoulders of every man, but then they remain the head everywhere they go. So submit yourselves to men. Divinely, they are the head, and of course, normally, whether you like it or not, men rules the world, and we have to submit to them. Good morning, sir. Mr. Michael.
Good morning, a very good morning. And I want to say
that is my head, sir.
It's a very wonderful time. Today is a very wonderful moment, and I also support the International Women's Day. Whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, there's women everywhere. And whether you know it or not, or you agree with it or not, women have a role to play in economics, in maths, in the system, in the society. So we're looking forward to putting better women, responsible women, and responsive women that the younger ones can see and emulate, because we don't want a situation where we'll be seeing the other side. We're tired of it. We need better women, and when women run affairs, men relax better. You don't have hypertension. You don't have the sexual harassment. You don't have it because women, even though, let me say this lady, Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Bill Clinton, the kind of person he is. The kind of person Bill Clinton is, with the kind of way he does things, but Hillary Clinton is always covering him up, always being a shoulder to lean on, always being somebody wonderful. So as it is, I believe women have their space. They should just know their space and to know their audience. Then men, I'm saying this because I'm a man too. You should not be afraid of women in the helms of affair.
Yes, don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
I think that's the problem. When men becomes are intimidated by a woman or a position or wealth, and you always act like she wants to she wants to kill me, she wants to bring me down, she wants to, as everything she says you feel she's derogating you. No, do not think that is happening. We are women. We are your supporters. We are, okay, let me use this word better. We are the support system for the nation, for every man, for every great personality, whether a woman or even a man. Women, you can hear our saying that women support women. And this time around that we are celebrating the 2025 International Women's Day tomorrow, it's themed Accelerate Action. That means you should know what steps to take as at when due. Do things appropriately. Do not procrastinate. Just do things. Be sure that this thing I'm conceiving as an idea, you have conceptualized it. Do well to sit down on how best to execute it. And when you execute it, trust me, it will materialize. No matter how long it takes for you to execute the idea. And that's why we are celebrating women across the globe. This year's theme is Accelerate Action, like I rightly said, and also the color for the Women's Day celebration this year 2025 is purple, green, and of course white. White means purity. We are so pure at heart. We are good people. Holiness is our thing. We do not cheat on our men. We are kind women. We are responsible women. We are responsive women. And for the green means productivity. That means we are so productive at every given opportunity. Put us at the ends of affair and watch us grow. You can see our GM at Upper Tunes TV time. You can see in the space of work, and we are doing something beautiful and great. We are productive also. And purple means royalty. We are children of, or let me say daughters of, not just Zion now, we are daughters of the kings, of the man that owns the earth and even heaven. And that's how you call us the daughter of Zion. And we remain a weaker vessel. No matter how strong we are or prominent we become or rich, wealthy, affluential, mention it. No matter how, all of these things we acquire, as women, we remain a weaker vessel. Please treat us right. Stop beating us. Stop bombarding us. Stop downplaying our emotions. Stop trampling on our emotions. Care for us. Please be there for us. We also need shoulders to, cry on. Mothers, you ask me, they do a lot of things, from carrying the pregnancy, conceiving, to laboring, falling into labor. Some even undergo the cesarean section.
Yes.
And after then, the period whereby you give birth to your child, the child will experience colic. You need to see what parents go through during the colic period of a child, especially the male child. The colic is always and if you're not careful, you can be traumatized as a mother, because the baby will just be crying and you'll be like, what should I do? And they will tell you, do not take this, just give the baby water, okay, this prescription. But yet the prescription will not make reduce the pain. And you just be like, what should I do? This baby is crying. Some babies cry all day, all night for more than 1 month.
All day, all night.
Yes, colic.
But what is the colic?
It's when the navel is trying to close,
okay,
and get its placement on the body, and that's what is called the colic. So it comes from the inside. So nobody can actually touch the place and say, maybe I should just help you reset it. No. It is God that does his thing himself. And this period, I pity all mothers. It's not so easy. Now coming to the period where the child will start crawling, and you'll be carrying the baby, don't go into this place, so move here, don't move to that other side, all of those things. And getting to the point the child starts walking, that's another phase, my dear. And you start running after the little you everywhere, and going to school very early, especially for working mothers. You have to resume at 8 a.m. You need to carry your baby before that time to school, drive back, or even use the keke maiwa, keke napep, everything, and all of those things. It is not easy to be a mother. And at the end of the day, one man will now beat you to death because you did not cook pre-dawn meal. One man will say, because I called you to the other room and you did not answer, you are saying that I'm stressed out. He will now start eating you. This is wicked. Please, remember, we are your sisters. We are your daughters. We are your mothers. We are your grandmothers. And if you don't know, we own the earth, because we are the one that has been anointed to multiply on earth. So please treat us right. Take care of us. Do not just use and dump us. Yes, that's another thing. Some people believe in this generation, younger guys believe that, there are so many, won't that be pure water? Let's just start tasting and throwing some away. Please treat us with so much care and value.
I don't like the part you said pure water.
Yes, no, that's just saying. You need to say what guys are saying on the earth.
Water.
Yes.
No.
Because there are plenty. Why won't you have a taste of them? That's so wrong.
No, that's too. I don't know how to use the word.
It's absurd.
It's too.
It's demeaning.
Very, very demeaning. No, that's word pure water.
But then that's their thoughts. That's some people's thoughts. Some people will feel like, okay, she's a woman. Before she gets a job, let's just have our own taste, because before she becomes a boss here and we will no longer have the opportunity. Check out the celebrities. Listen to their stories. And they will tell you that some people will tell you that, okay, Koto the celeb, before she becomes a celebrity, better have the taste of your own whatever, because by then you won't be able to even go close to her. And all of those things, it is demeaning.
Very, very demeaning.
It is not good. Please stop walking on us like we are just the ground you people can walk on. Please stop trampling on our emotions. It's so tight. It's so meaningful. It is holistic, and of course extra mundane.
Holistic.
Yes. please take care of us.
Yeah.
Please take care of your child. And for everyone that impregnates people and do not take care of the child, please, it's time you do the right thing. I watched the movie, and it won't be professional, calling the title of the movie, but the movie is now in circulation. And in that movie, that man is from another tribe, the lady is from another tribe, and they fell in love, got pregnant, and you did not want to accept the pregnancy. Okay, eventually you accepted the pregnancy, and you felt that, okay, because she's not from my tribe, or I'm not ready to become a father, please go your way. And not just go your way, you decided to push her out late in the night. Yes, into the cold. And this woman encountered some people, but for God on her side, she was able to go through the night without being hurt. And eventually she got married to a very rich and prominent personality in the society. The man took care of the child, took care of the woman, and they started their new life. But when this girl became the managing director of a big organization, the then father realized that she should be announced to the public as the child of so man. And do you know what the man that took care of this child did? The man eventually gave the hand of this girl to the father on the day she was meant to walk down the aisle with her husband. But before then, this man has been threatening and all. She's my child, no matter what. I am the one that that impregnated the mother, that did this, that did that. It's not enough to impregnate someone. If you impregnate someone, please be responsible. Please be ready to take up whatever challenges or contingencies comes up afterwards.
But it's not every man that does that.
It's not every man. We're just saying that it's now common in Nigeria, where you have guys impregnate young girls, and they feel like no, I'm not going to accept the pregnancy.
Don't you think it's because of the economy or because of building?
My dear, our fathers then,
yes,
they do not really have the resources now that we now have. They were farmers, and they marry early. Some even marry before the age of 22, 21, 20. And once they become husband and wife, they take care of the even, let me not use the word husband and wife. Once they impregnate themselves, they will get married. But now they will tell you, if you impregnate me, or I get I mistakenly got pregnant in the process, there is no point getting married to her. Let me just be the single father, and she will be the single mother. And that's why we're having it on the rise in the society. A whole lot. Men that are even responsible are not ready to take care of their children, if you care to know. Go and check the analysis. Men that are responsible. Okay, how about the one that we saw on the newspaper, on the front page? Did you remember? Okay. That one that was calling out that prominent personality.
Okay.
How about the case of Obi Kubana and all?
Those ones, they say they are looking at gold diggers and all that. That is
what they come back to say. We all cannot say we are sure, but looking at the face of that child, you will tell. You can tell. But now you are asking a man to come for DNA, and he's not willing to come for the DNA. What is that telling you?
Well, I feel he's
running away at every scheduled time. Please come for don't worry, I will pay. And the man is running away. What is that telling you? He knows he is responsible. He does not want to, bear the responsibility of the child. And that's what you see today. So many people call women gold diggers. We have more gold diggers among men. Check the root of this or the source of the wealth of most men today. You will understand, Michael, that most men are made via a woman's inheritance.
That's interesting.
Yes,
Very
go and
interesting.
check the analysis.
Okay, this
Check
you're
it.
saying
It's there.
it's a little bit. Let me use the word filaga filogo. A little bit like
Own fee, Filaga Filogo.
Filaga filogo.
So you created your own English
No,
now.
not created. It's Obayabo.
Filaga Filogo.
No, Obayabo is what I said.
So you are Obayabo's brother. That is what I'm saying.
Filaga filogo. You know.
But check it. Check it. Look deep into the source of wealth of most men. We have women that becomes rich early enough in life, and they give all the properties to the man. That because it's a patriarchal society, because I want to submit to the will of God, or I don't want to be tossed around by family members or the society. My husband, please take everything. Let it be in your name.
But these things are not loud in the society. This, what you're just saying.
But then it's
really,
there.
No, it's there. But it's not loud in the society. And I have a window of even some prominent men who came through this.
Look at some politicians. They will tell you that their wife, did some things and connected them to some people, and before you know it, they have become that rich.
It cannot be overemphasized. The women's place is just that women should educate women, and women should.
Oh, we should no longer give our inheritances to men.
No, I mean education. It's not about inheritance now. It's orientation, education. They should educate women. They should talk to themselves about life and existence. And everybody has, the human being have what is known as the free moral space, free moral agency. So, but the women thing is that the women.
I'm not in support of that. So. You have to make it clear. Say it again if you want me to support you.
No, I said free moral agent.
Okay.
Human beings are free moral agents.
Okay.
They can think what they want. They can choose what they want. But the women's space should not be downplayed.
Oh.
Why do I use that word not be downplayed? Like I do tell people, I have guys, if you see them, they will tell you they're alpha male. If you see them, but they are mommy's boy. I told one time, I said, this woman, that. I say, the way you're talking, you love your mommy. He said, my mommy is special. I say, because.
Look at the former president of the country.
Yes.
You will hear people talk about Mama Daura. You should know that something is fishy
I know about the Daura story.
Okay, look at the incumbent president of the nation. When Alaja was alive, Alaja Tinubu was alive, you will know that the mother made him to become who he is today.
I know that one too.
People supported Tinubu because of the mother.
Yes.
With all my mouth, I can say it. Yes, I can say it.
Those things.
And he got the whole of Lagos State because the woman was a very great mother. Very great mother.
Yeah, Tinubu. That's.
If your mommy is not making you, your wife is making you.
Yes, those are the two supporters.
And now let me make it funny. Let me make it sound funny. Some families are not rich, but once your daughters get married to a prominent personality, they become rich. Argue with me.
It happens to men too now.
So what are you saying?
Men too.
We make the world, roll. We are just everything to this world. We are everything. So what am I saying in essence? Please respect us, so care for us, so take very good care for us. See, don't just care for us, don't just take care of us. Please watch how you relate with us. Be respectful, be kind to us. Don't just say Shebobi. Some people will let their wife, get all the certificates and all the degrees and then relegate her to the kitchen. Say all of these things that you now have, you can no longer use it. You're going to be in my kitchen, serving me. No, now. Would you want your own daughter to fall under that, kind of very wrong rule? It's not done.
That's archaic,
It's archaic, but it still happens.
It happens. I told you the religion thing too has an interplay in it.
Some places in the north. Some places in the north, when a woman is going higher, they will tell her you have a particular limitation. You cannot go beyond this. But they would have allowed you to grow but then you can't go beyond it. We understand that religious plays a prominent role in this country.
Yes.
We understand that we need to respect our husband. We need to respect the heads everywhere, maybe our boss, our friends, any man. But then, when we respect you, please give us our own space too. Let us fly. Permit us to be flagged. Please. Enough of keeping us behind, the queue. Let me alone. It's not good. We are calling for acceleration this year, 2025. Please, let's accelerate our action. Please.
All females now, right?
All females, please.
Accelerate
Action.
Okay, it's positive, but I'm still looking at how you guys will help those who think that you are being a bigot. Those women who see you as being opportune, maybe by the wrong way, or who see you as maybe you are from a rich background, or maybe that's why you're being all nice and all that. You're speaking wonderfully. Those are one of the, and they are more than the so-called responsive women. They are more than them. That's why it looks as if the society is doing the filaga filogo thing. It looks as if the society is being pushed, and those kind of people relegate women because they are not.
They are the kind of women that aids the sexual harassment thing. They'll tell you, "To ba she, we're going to
They relegate women. Those are the people.
These kind of women, or they're the ones that will not want you to grow beyond them.
They want you to be what is called a stooge under them.
Yes, a stooge under them.
Anytime. If they do like this.
Yes, at their beck and call.
Yes.
We have women like that in the society.
What
my GM said once.
There are many.
My GM once said that, I love the fact that I want to see myself in so many people. And that's why I ask you to train many people. So that you will sit down, relax, and feel good and watch the person act or deliver, and you'll be proud to say, yes, I trained this person. Those are the kind of women we are talking about.
Because
that's the person of Tailulu Akinkunmi.
As a professional, you're not made, like I told somebody, I like teaching. So but
some women will not want you to try.
You're not made if you don't have a prodigy. You don't have a leeway for somebody. Because if you're successful, success breeds other success. Failure breeds failure. So responsibility gives you more responsibility. No matter how rewarded you are for being responsible, you begin with more responsibility. And in this field, there's no age, there's no time. It's only you and your professionalism anywhere you go in this world. So I'll use this opportunity to also tell those women to please listen to Opportunes TV and watch International Women's Day and see very, very wonderful women, very, very wonderful people.
I have one that is, going to be saying something.
Yes, we need wonderful women in our midst.
Yes, women that will continue to encourage other women. Women that can inculcate, beautiful thoughts and ideas, knowledge, impact other, women or even younger generation.
There's a space I want to speak about. It's called the STEM.
The STEM. We will talk about the STEM right after this analysis of the newspaper. Let's quickly look at stories that made it to the front page of the dailies right before it talks about the STEM, because I love to hear. I want to know your opinion. Sees women as a very, very good creator, other than she's just here to multiply. Yes, sir. I'm going to be taking it from the This Day newspaper this morning. This Day newspaper this morning, and that's the story of Cardoso, National Theatre catalyst to unlocking $25 billion potential in creative industry. It says massive transformation to world-class structure. Again, testimony to Nigerian spirit. We should be proud of edifice, and that you will find on the page 9 of the This Day newspaper this morning. I have International Women's Day. Federal government okays Tech Committee on Financial Education for women. We are winning, and you'll find out on the page 8 of this day's newspaper this morning. Senate suspends Akpoti Uduaghan. Akpabio gives window for reconciliation, and also strips of security aids banned from National Assembly premises, warned against parading self as senator while suspended. Injustice won't stand, Kogi senators vows. Yes, that's huge injustice. And also Akpabio explains his Obajana experience during Natasha's wedding. What is our business with that? You said you slept at Dangote refinery because you wanted to attend Natasha's wedding. Is that enough for you to approve the suspension when you did not even give her the opportunity to talk, or even said what she's trying to tell her is illegitimate? Well, I'm waiting for the judgment. Please, we need to, this kind of cases we meet in court, you know. Natasha has to be vindicated. This is not worth getting a suspension over. That is what we are saying. It's a patriarchal, society. It's not just a patriarchal society. It is a society that is willingly bullying ladies, women. Why are you giving us positions when you know that you will eventually take it at the end of 2 hours or 3 hours? Why are you giving us such position? This is not fair. Akpabio, that's the Akpabio story. First Lady says Senate, a NATO institution, deserves respect, charges women on excellence. And Ezekwesili says it is vicious abuse of power. Yes, another woman is speaking. And I am ready to lend my voice. Yes, we are ready. International Women's Day is coming with a very big tag. And outside the fact that we are accelerating action, we are also speaking, lending our voices to this issue of Senator Natasha Uduaghan that has been suspended for 6 months, and this is not acceptable. This should be fought. And we can see the picture story of official launch of Abuja Creative City. And we say it's trying to show me something. I will say it, but then please, I need to talk about this. And picture stories of Governor of Lagos State and Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and Senator Musiliu Obanikoro during the inauguration of the newly constructed Demore, Agidi, and Church roads in Agboyi, Ketu yesterday. Moving forward, the Nation newspaper this morning. The Nation newspaper. Yes, on the Nation newspaper, I have the story of Supreme Court, no evidence, 27 Rivers lawmakers defected. Somebody is saying, okay, we will look, into that very soon. Senate suspends Akpoti Uduaghan for 6 months. Senator resubmits petition. And that's on the page 4 of the Nation newspaper this morning. Tinubu hires 774 healthcare volunteers. Paid, they are the best. And that's on the page 2 of the Nation newspaper this morning. Air Force men invade Ikeja Disco over power cuts to NAF base. Sanwo-Olu cautions landlords over arbitrary rent increase. This is a slap on humanity. We are experiencing hardship in our economy, and some people are willingly inflating the prices of the house they are built with maybe 4,000 naira cement price. This is not fair. It is not fair. CBN eyes $25 billion from Soyinka Theatre. EFCC quiz ex-minister Uju Ohaneye. And that's on the page 81 of the Nation newspaper this morning. The Nation obtains CTC of judgment. Rivers people football back in Tinubu, says Sekibo. And the Punch newspaper this morning, I have stories. The Punch newspaper this morning. On the Punch newspaper this morning, I have the 6-month suspension of Natasha, and says Natasha heads for court as NBA, others knock Senate. You can see people are ready to speak up for this beautiful woman, and Kogi Senator's lawyer says suspension is illegal. PDP kicks, Senate insists its rules violated. Sanwo-Olu opens new roads, promises more infrastructure, and litigation won't stop Alaafin's coronation, says Makinde. 4 billion naira deaths, Air Force men attack Ikeja Electric, brutalize Punchman and others, and that you will find on the page 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Alleged fraud, ex-minister detained in EFCC facility. And on the window story, we have marketers worry as 5-month fuel import eats 6 trillion naira. And on the page I think 82, I have Nigerians pay highest airfares in Africa because of the Japa thing, and this is is revealed by the NCAA. Japa in an economy where you have to strive and eventually strive. Before it is strive, that's STRIVE. You just want to grow, but now you are striving.
Okay, strive.
No. First you strive,
okay.
Now you are striving. That is strive. You're praying that you're working towards growth. That is STRIVE.
Yeah.
Now you are striving. That is STRIFE. That's sufferness. Rivers crisis. Police vow to crush militants threatening oil production, and that's on the page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Federal government designates Simon Ekpa, 16 others terrorism funders. I don't even like to see stories of Ekpa Daniel or Simon, whatever his name is, on the page. But then this morning, I think and I believe something good will come out someday. And finally, can I have the Vanguard newspaper this morning? Vanguard newspaper. So, on the Vanguard newspaper, I have Senate suspends Senator Akpoti Uduaghan for 6 months. Bars out from the premises of National Assembly. Her office to be locked up for the entire period of her suspension. All her salaries and allowance will be suspended. That means something is wrong somewhere. I've seen cases of senators being suspended and they still receive their salaries. Their allowance is still being paid. So it seems there is more to this Natasha story, or is it because she is speaking up? Is that why you have retracted all of this from her? Again, my suspension invalidates principles of natural justice and fairness. And that is coming from Akpoti Uduaghan. Resubmit sexual harassment petition against Akpabio, and senators should revisit this as Akpoti Uduaghan suspension. Labour Party says we are not in Banana Republic or where lawyers fault suspension despite court order. This is going to be a long drama. Yes. It's going to be a very long drama. I remember when Senator Oluremi Tinubu was slapped. I knew what happened. We were on the program. We were analyzing it. That why should Dino Melaye do such a thing? She was the senator then.
Yes, she was
Third-term senator. And I know what people were saying. I remember a lot of stories erupted and they said the man has to apologize, he has to do this. He did an open apology. And yesterday the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria says peace should be restored. I was waiting for her to say something like meeting Uduaghan, hearing her side of the story. She is a senator, not just a senator but a woman. But then we keep saying women supporting women. Well, let's see the outcome from the court of law. Let's hear what the the Honorable Justice of this nation will say about this very, it's not a very prominent issue. It's no longer, swept under. It is now a prominent issue.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's now a very prominent issue. You have people from Labour Party talk about it. You have PDP talk about it. You have everybody talk about
it's drawing our attention. Maybe
yes,
because of the International Women's Day.
It's not because of that's one of those things. You are one of those men that believes that they can, bully a woman and go away with it. Why would you say because of the International Women's Day? It's just happening because
why did it get steam since?
This thing has been happening before this week.
She should have said something for a very long time.
When the thing did not happen, will she cook up a story? What are you saying?
Okay.
She can't cook up a story. You are supporting, you are applauding the situation.
I am not supporting.
Honorable.
Speaking.
Yeah, just speaking, and you said, don't worry. Rivers crisis, militant group Spitfire threatens oil production, and that's on the page 3 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Rep moved to strip INEC of power to regulate political parties, and that's on the page 9. Blackout. Angry Air Force personnel invade Ikeja Disco, batter employees, and that's on the page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Moving to the window stories, Simon Ekpa ordered sanction for alleged terrorism financing. Autonomy, Algon asks local government chairman to approach CBN for documentation, and power generation rises to 30% amid challenges. And I can say that it rises too because we are having lights better now, but the payment is so much. It's too exorbitant. Must I forcefully use Band-Aid because you are giving us 18 hours of light? Oh my God. And this is saying that under the Rivers crisis urges non-indigens to leave rivers for safety, wants Tinubu to find peaceful resolution to crisis and act against Fubara contain element of treason. That's coming from the CSLAC. And finally, from the world of sport, I have FIFA ranking. Falcons remain Africa's number 136th in the world. Okay, FIFA ranking. Falcon remains number 1, Abi, in Africa.
Yes.
Okay, I get it now. And 36th in the world.
In the world, globally.
Well done.
They need to be careful.
Yes.
They are
doing well.
Not even doing well, they are doing more than well. They are showing us what the men should have been doing.
God bless you. Shake me. Happy International Women's Day.
But sincerely, what the men should have been doing, you understand, they have 6 gold. They haven't gone in for 7 and 8. The men's football, Nigeria have the highest bronze.
Again, shake me, please. Shake me.
You're shaking me officially.
Thank you. Happy International Women's Day.
I hope I will have fried rice.
No, say Happy International Women's Day.
Yes, Happy International.
You deserve that. You deserve that. Now we'll go on a short break. When we return, we'll bring you a more insightful conversation. But until then, you can join us via this our studio line 0706 143 7670 0706 143 7670, or please send us message via WhatsApp 0905 661 3935 0905 661 3935. And also drop comments on our Facebook comment section, and let's have a little bit of intellectual banter. Yes, not just banter, but intellectual banter. Tell us how you feel about the International Women's Day. Tell us how much you respect and honor women. When we talk about women, how do you feel? What's your response to the word women, and what's your definition of women? Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned, as my darling Mary Agiobo will be coming on set with us to discuss the business matters. Don't go nowhere. Greetings to you, our beloved brothers and sisters in Christ, as we embrace the season of Lent. May faith, hope, and reflection guide your path. Together, we stand united in prayer and purpose.
as we journey towards renewal. This Lent, let your message of grace and goodwill be heard. At Opportune TV, we offer you the perfect platform to connect with our loyal and faith-filled audience. Whether you're sharing a special Lent promotion, an inspiring story, or a message of hope, we are here to amplify your voice and make your product or services a household name. Reach out today and place your advert with us at Opportune TV, 34 Oluyede Oroja Street, Aino Ajayi Phase 1 Estate, Abule Egba, Lagos, or call 0703 063 1673, 0703 063 1673. Let's uplift your brand and make the season even more meaningful and profitable.
Welcome back. You're still watching Early Starters. And in the light of International Women's Day, we are saying Happy International Women's Day to every woman, because you won't get to watch Early Starters tomorrow. It's going to be a Saturday. And, you know, this program runs from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The line is open for you to join the conversation, you know, happening at the studio this morning. The number to call is 0706 143 7670. I take it again, 0706 143 7670, because I know the MCR is going to display it, and it's been displayed on the screen. And please, you can send in your text or call directly. And also, I'm using this period to say congratulations to all Christians. Happy Lenten season. I pray the Lord God Almighty will continue to strengthen you all, will give you the the health that you need to, run through this period of 40 days, because it's not easy. That your health will not fail you. You will not stumble. You will not fall. Well, your Jew will not call you. That's the prayer. And for my Muslim brothers and sisters, also, I'm saying again, Ramadan Kareem to every one of you. May Almighty Allah give you the strength that you need during this period, and may all that you do in the course of worshiping Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be accepted as an act of ibadah. And please do well to spread the hand of love to everyone. Whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim, please spread love. Stretch out that beautiful hand of love to them. Do not show people that you are gifting people because they should celebrate you because of the social media. Please don't do that. It is not acceptable, whether you like it or not. But if you are giving them secretly, doing it, let God know that you are doing it. Let God see your heart. And do not be kind to people and in turn fail them or stab them at the back. It's not what should be done. This is not the teachings of both the Christian, the Muslim, even the traditional worshippers, because they will say, Orunmila Osheke, Ifa Osheke, Orunlo Meni Tomala. Ifa does not lie, Orunmila is not treacherous. So, only God, the God Almighty that created heaven and earth, knows who will reign with him. And all of this religion boils down to the act of humanity, being kind to people, being lovely to people, not backstabbing people, and not being treacherous and then pretending to be nice to people. Please be you, be yourself. On this program, I dedicate this program to the act of humanity. Not just that I'm fasting, everybody needs to know that I'm fasting. No, as a Christian, as a Muslim, do it willfully. in submission to the total will of the Almighty, and you will see that God will do something great. Unfortunately, I won't be having the video of my business development. We are so sorry for that abrupt break in transmission. A little itches we are experiencing this morning, and of course, our phone line is open, open to your calls. And but unfortunately, the call is being terminated by the network providers. Their proclivity is not working this morning. It's not our fault at the studios this morning, and because of the International Women's Day, I am celebrating especially my beautiful business analyst and caster, and that's the person of Mary Agiobo. Mary Some Lito Agiobo. You know, that's her name. You know, she's a very beautiful woman. She's a very beautiful young lady, and I need to celebrate her. I need to celebrate her.
Okay.
Mary, how are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much for having me here. You know, I'm always it's a pleasure to always come here and give you all business stories. It makes me really happy. Yes.
So Mary, this morning, the business story that you're having, I want you to deliver it like you are so happy to, you know, to be part of the people that will be celebrating International Women's Day.
Yeah.
So, with all your chests and your shoulders high, okay, bye.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Happy International Women's Day.
So, what do you feel? How do you feel? And how do you carry that confidence of being a woman?
Wow, it gives me a lot of joy to be a woman, to be born as a woman. And while I heard you speaking, you said something that touched me.
Oh my God.
Yes, and I almost cried. I had to just hold myself. I just remembered my mom when she told me the story of how she took care, how she what she passed through to just give birth to me. And I was like, wow, women are really going through a lot. Women are going through a lot. So to all the women that are going through a lot of pain out there just to give birth to their child, you know, just to take care of their child or whatever, I'm saying it here to you all. Happy International Women's Day. And mommy, I love you so much. That was actually how I was feeling while you were talking about women and what all women go through. Mommy, thank you for everything you've done for me. All the stress, all the energy you used to build me to this point. I'm just happy and proud to be this woman that I am today, and it's because of my mom's struggles. Yes, she struggled really hard. She even told me herself what she passed through just to give birth to me. So the sacrifices that women make for what they want, it makes me happy that I'm privileged to have to do these things very soon, hopefully.
By God's grace, you
By
will
God's
experience
grace,
it. You know, I always tell myself that my mom is not dead, because every time I wake up, I move, I relate with people, and when people see me, they see my mother in me. So every day I celebrate my mom. In fact, yesterday was my dear father's birthday, and we had so much fun. And God bless my father, Harry. Okay, and you know, he is a very, very prestigious personality. And again, we took our time to do the Kulalhao prayer for my mom. You know, he kept he kept using the word, I cannot find a woman like my wife, and I feel so beautiful inside of me that, oh, let me just keep thanking God for, creating me in my mother's image, and thanking God for giving me such a great mother. Happy International Women's Day to every mother that has gone to the bosom of the Almighty God.
Yes.
They are our guardian angel, and they are watching over us from the above. And they are beautiful souls. So many of them do not really, or did not have the opportunity to to wait and to enjoy the fruit of their labor. But trust me, you are the fruit of their labor. Watching you excel, is something great. Is something that soothes and gladdens their heart. And if you keep doing what you are doing, and people keep saying that you that be my man, that shows that you are doing something great. That shows that you are carrying on the legacy. So I see myself as no other person but myself and my mom, because I see my mom in me, I see my dad in me, I see me in me. I am the representative of my mother and my family. So I give the kudos to my mom. She's my angel mother, and God bless her soul, and God rest the soul of every woman that has gone to the great beyond. May God Almighty grant you all rest, and of course may you continue to rest in peace in the bosom of the Almighty God.
Amen.
The business story now.
Okay, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So the first story I have for today is despite Nigeria's increased domestic refining capacity, major oil marketers continue to rely heavily on imported petroleum products. Reports indicate that in the last 5 months, marketers imported approximately 6.38 billion liters of premium motor spirit and automotive gas oil, costing the nation over 6 trillion naira and further straining foreign exchange reserves. However, independent marketers and retailers represented by the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria and the Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, they've expressed strong opposition to the continuous importation, calling for more reliance on local refined products. Data from an industry report shows that between October 2024 and February 2025, over 5.01 billion liters of petrol and 1.34 billion liters of this diesel were imported, with the highest volume arriving through the Apapa and Tinkan ports in Lagos. Port Harcourt, Calabar and Warri ports also received significant shipments, with petrol prices averaging 900 naira per litre and diesel at 1,100 naira per litre. Analysts estimate that fuel importers spent about 6.02 trillion naira within this period. Stakeholders continue to call for policies that will enhance local refining to reduce the country's dependence on imports. I have another one, that's the federal government. So the federal government has unveiled plans to empower 10 million Nigerian women by 2027 as part of its economic transformation strategy, which aims to position Nigeria as a $1 trillion economy by 2030. The Minister of Women Affairs, Iman Sulaiman Ibrahim, made this known at an event marking International Women's Day, emphasizing the need for greater financial literacy and inclusion for women. She noted that about 40% of small businesses in Nigeria are owned by women, but highlighted key challenges such as limited access to credit, exclusion from formal financial systems, and vulnerability to financial fraud. The government plans to introduce targeted interventions that will provide women with greater financial opportunities, enabling them to contribute more effectively to national economic growth. Then we also have this one, the First City Monuments Bank Group PLC has projected a profit after tax of 36.6 billion naira for the second quarter of 2025, with total gross earnings expected to reach 239.4 billion naira. According to the bank's earnings forecast, interest income is estimated at 209.1 billion naira, while net operating income is projected at 131.5 billion naira. The group also anticipates a net cash flow of 64.3 billion naira from operating activities, bringing its projected cash balance to 714.2 billion naira by the end of the quarter. This follows a strong performance by FCMB Group in 2024, where it reported 82.4 billion naira profit after tax for the first 9 months of the year, reflecting a 68% growth compared to the previous year. We also have the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, raising concerns over the high cost of airfares in the country, stating that Nigerians pay the most expensive flight fares across Africa while still facing poor service quality from some international airlines. Speaking during a meeting with the management of Rwanda Air, NCAA Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, Michael Achimugu, he criticized the airline over prolonged delays in refunding passengers for cancelled flights, describing the situation as unacceptable. He also condemned the unprofessional conduct of some airline staff, urging all operators to improve their customer service. The NCAA reaffirms its commitment to protecting passengers' rights and ensuring fair treatment for Nigerian travelers. That's all for the business story this morning. Thank you. So, one of my major concern for this morning's story is this importing fuel. Like, despite the fact that we have refining facilities, we have enough, we still get to import. So why do we have to import fuel?
We know we have a very large population, and the Dangote refinery cannot service our oil need. Okay. Despite the fact that they are doing their best and also reducing the fuel prices, you can have IMRS sell for 860 naira now, AP 865, and one other which is 870 naira. Though the increase varies to the region they are servicing, but then this population is so high, we cannot. And that's why the federal government, I think, is working on other modular refineries. They are doing their best to ensure that, the start operation. And some modular refineries are saying that we are refining already, but let us do more. Let's work on it for a while, then we'll start servicing the needs of Nigerians. And you will see that also, that in the 6 trillion naira is based on the importation. Yes. And Nigeria is yet to service our own homeland. We are even exporting. That's one thing. And the question is, people keep asking Dangote, even though he says he has the autonomy to do this, to do that. Some people said, if truly you have the autonomy and you still cannot service our country, why then should you service other countries? So the federal government needs to do better by working on the modular refineries. And Michael, I think they said one modular refinery at Edo State is about to start operation, and and they kept on reiterating and reaffirming us that come June, July 2025 we will be at peace. I don't be so.
The refinery thing is really an issue, but I've said this administration one thing: we need to operate with what is known as the PPP, public-private practice, and under the laws of public-private practice, we have what is known as the BOT.
I think that's what the NNPCL is doing now. They're now limited.
Yes.
No, they are trying to do that. I won't say they are doing it, because if you say they are not limited, why are they having refineries abroad?
That's a big question.
Big refineries abroad.
But they are saying that refinery belongs to one of the prominent big wigs in Nigeria.
Now, the transition of NNPC to NNPCL has not been well stressed. What I mean by well stressed, that people don't even know that there's an NNPCL.
Yes.
They just know it's NNPC, Nigeria, NNPC. And the government have not done well. Let me use the NOA, because it's not Tinubu now. Have not done well to intimate the people on what refinery is. Then I want to chip this in. Dangote refinery selling abroad is looking at what we'll call revenue cost. That revenue cost, for example, now there are monies you use to run your system in case if you rely on the downstream alone, or I want to give Feed Nigeria, you might have hiccups because some people don't pay on time. Like if you ever done supplies before, we have an LPO. Some will tell you run it for 1 month. Some will tell you run it for 6 months. Who pays the money? The bank will be on you to pay so amount, but this one will be on you to say, okay, give me so return. But the challenge there is this: nobody is saying anything, and it will, but bank will be at you. That's why Dangote must source for outside based on cashback policy. But as it is, if the Nigerian system that is running this don't ensure your cashback policy, because when they do cashback policy for you, the downstream business will be suffering. That's why banks will tell you before we give you loan, they will times you times 3 or times 4.
That's very true.
It's not protecting the naira at all. It's not protecting the naira at all. That's one.
The federal government will do something about it. They keep reaffirming that we are here to bring up, or more like constitutionalizing the renewed hope agenda. But then we hope that one day our hope will be alive, and we will live to enjoy the fruits of Nigeria's labor.
It gets better.
We can only hope it will. So we are still it's still in the light of celebrating the International Women's Day, and I'm aware of the fact that our beautiful Somelito is the Miss Earth of ecotourism. I believe so.
Miss Earth Nigeria Ecotourism 2024.
2024 to Fiakoso 2024. So how do you feel, hearing about the challenges of women and children? Because I think you were particular, your position, comes with the women and children kind of portfolio and concerns and all of those things. How do you feel hearing negativities about the women folk and the children, and also how best can you, help accelerate the action of women?
Well, as an Earth Guardian, last year I realized that there were so many children that are on their own. They don't have anyone to call their own, like orphans.
No families.
Okay, families. Okay, so what moved me to pick my advocacy, which had to do with eradicating the death in society, was when I was in the hospital with my sick friend. So there was this child that he was not guided by his parents properly. So he took something that he was not supposed to take, and it made him sick. And this child cried for nights with because he had a foreign body in him. He mistakenly swallowed a nail.
Oh my God.
Yes, so he cried for nights. He couldn't even eat. He couldn't eat, and that was how this child he didn't make it. The child didn't make it. Yes, no, he didn't make it.
He passed on.
And I thought of the mother's pain, and I'm like, so many mothers are pained because not only do they not have the money to take care of their children, they don't have the money because she complained about the fact that she doesn't have time to stay at home and take care of her son because she's always busy with her work. And I won't blame her, because she's trying to make ends. She's trying to make
because it's no longer a society that aids women sitting at home. You have to work. Even if your man is giving you millions, you still have to work. If you want the best for your family, you still have to work as a woman.
Yes.
So she was complaining to me.
And that's why I always say it. I said it yesterday. Even if you are trying to build a career or whatever, don't forget to build your child.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes. So she complained about the challenges she had trying to make ends meet. So she leaves her children and just goes to do whatever she does. And that was how he mistakenly picked it and swallowed it. So she blamed herself. And when she explained how she struggles and everything just to take care of her child, I was like, oh, there are so many children out there that need to be taken care of financially. And I decided to just take the step and be there for them. And I actually went to schools. I went to places where I would actually see children and need
more like a running in charity.
Yes, I did that. So
did you get the support of women in the process, or did you get a government support, or no support?
I used my personal funds because I was passionate about it. I used my personal funds to just do that, because we have so many mothers out there that their children are sick. Their children can't even go to school because they are sick.
A very gory incident happened when I was, going to visit my father some time ago, and we had to use the railway line, and I wanted to cross the railway line, and I started hearing people talk about got to share railway to take back, the rail line, or the boy was coming, and unfortunately the train crushed the boy, and very gory. And you know what happened? Some people were saying Sheboma Usani. You get it? So demeaning, so heartless for anybody to make such a comment. And they were saying, Sheboma Usani, and I felt within myself like I wanted to faint that very day. And as I was running, I don't want to go, I don't want to go the way of those people shouting. I don't want to pass through that area. The area that I passed was where they were bringing the corpse of the boy. And I almost, stumbled. And somebody just helped me, aided me and said, Madam Enisuru,
wow.
And I was shaking.
Oh my God.
I got to my father's place, I was still shaking. Even when my brother came to pick me, I was shaking. I said, I said, but then you will see the level of heartlessness in some people. Even women saying to Bioma Awusani, is Awusa not a person?
So the mother
is the child, even if before the tribe of anybody, you should consider that there is a soul in that body.
Yes.
That soul is of God. Consider God in every situation before you act it. That's what I tell people. Before you actionate a thing, consider God in it. That in this person, am I seeing God? In this situation, am I seeing God? In this activities, in this career, am I seeing God? First in every situation.
So,
and the fact that they didn't even pity motherhood. If they don't feel God or see God in that situation, why can't you feel or pity motherhood? That in your conscience lobby, and you need to see how the woman was rolling on the floor.
Where was the mother? She was busy, right?
No, a blind person. All those years, all these imageries.
That is very, very
so pathetic.
Okay,
so it begins from a situation. And that's why you see some people don't even pity school children crossing. In areas where we don't have zebra crossing, children crossing, you don't even take care of them. You feel like it's not my child.
No.
Well, let me go my own way, let me cross and not hold their hand. No. Humanity is lost in the society.
So if you are a mother,
it's not a very, very cold society. So, in celebrating the International Women's Day, we need to resensitize people, not just sensitize, because they already have the idea. They know that, okay, this is what is being talked about. We need to hammer on that situation, that topic, and that they need to know and understand the sensitivity behind every creature, not just the woman folk. You need to you see, if you are celebrating a woman, that's why I said everything erupts from a woman. Everything is birthed from a woman. Success, failure, whatever you have it, or you want to call it, is from a woman. And the society won't be what it is now if we don't have women.
Women, they are a vital part of
yes, they are very vital. More like the teachers. You cannot have great people if you don't have great teachers. All of those things needs to be treated. You understand? It needs to be treated. So we should do well as a society, to be kind to ourselves.
You're already talking like a mother.
Oh,
yeah. Very passionate about it.
Very passionate.
I watched something online yesterday.
It makes it exciting.
I watched something yesterday.
Speaking English.
And the woman, said, as we are about celebrating the International Women's Day, have you looked within? Have you decided to explore that celebration around you? You have a maid, you are not treating the maid right. Exactly. And you come out to celebrate International Women's Day.
what are you doing?
What are you
yourself?
doing?
Apart from that,
Your-
it's no more about the glams.
Yes, it's
No
more
more
about the
beauty.
glance. Yes.
If you
It's
look
about
within, how do you-
like what she said yesterday. That woman, that lady doctor that called the other day. Oh, she was beautiful. She said responsibility and response.
Yes, responsibility and responsiveness.
Responsiveness.
Like-
You know that responsiveness is
something-
what
You have to be
I-
responsive in every situation. Be
You
responsive.
understand? Everywhere you go, everything around you. That's why sorry to say this on that, and that's why I like the GM.
Yeah.
That's why, even though if she looks at times catty, I understand the catty look because
Yeah.
some of us are mommy's boys. We grew up, we grew up in the mommy space
Yes,
because
yes.
our father were too busy traveling around the world. Mommy's busy handling the home. They're good home managers. But most men who treat women anyhow, majority of them were born in the military era. Even if they were not born, they were trained in the military
that's
era.
No, no, no.
It's
That's
not
not
the
the
criteria.
case.
No.
That's not the
It's not the
case.
criteria.
Excuse.
But I know I'm giving you the class of
Okay.
people that might behave like that. But the younger
What
generation,
about people that
No,
they are
no,
having now?
I want to say
you know,
something.
it's no longer beating now. You know what's trends now?
What
It's
trend?
no longer beating because they feel that if you beat a woman, somebody is going to
Yeah.
come out for her, support her, lend their voice, and all of those things. Now it is tongue lashing a woman, calling her names.
talking to her anyhow. without
Yes,
even
you will
asking
see
her what
people set
happened.
live, Instagram live, and be talking to their wives anyhow.
It's wrong.
Yes, that's what they do now. See what happened between Ijaba Lande and his wife. See what is happening. And he now went behind the camera to prostrate and say, I'm sorry.
Can you imagine?
They have-
Why
I
did
should,
she
yes,
in
I'm
front of the
telling you.
camera?
I am telling you.
Camera.
A lot of things happen. We are being derogated in this kind of society. And that's why I so much love the Western world, but then I still criticize some of the activities or how they are judge cases. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like
Some things should not be done the way they are doing it, because you will only give the woman the wrong wing to fly.
The wrong wing.
Yes, the
Thank
wrong
you for
wing.
using that wrong
Yes,
wing.
you will give her the
Yes.
wrong wing
Very,
to fly.
very wrong wing to
like
fly.
the
Like
compassion.
she can just trample also on the emotions of the man.
Yeah, and just
No.
come up and just say,
And
oh, I
yes,
did
of
this, I
course.
did that.
But then when you are giving a woman the wing to fly in this part of the country, just do best to leave it to her patapata and see if she will fail or not. No, that's it. See, it all starts from the home front. If the home front is not safe, you cannot have a safe society.
You can have a safe
Society.
society.
The home front, the home front is likened to a war front.
A lot of people don't
If
know
there
that.
is war in your house, there is war wherever you go,
I
because
told-
they are coming from your mental
I always tell people that will, aside the fact that maybe you're talking to somebody overseas and at late night, late in the night and all of those things. But for people that constantly stay awake, something is troubling them.
Yes. There was a
No, something is troubling them. It's not just about
I know
success.
someone when I was still in school.
Ask a psychologist. I've spoken to a psychologist. I've invited a psychologist to talk to me about insomnia.
Yes, I
You
know
know, to
someone.
talk to me about even some people not having insomnia, but some people have it. They don't know they have insomnia.
Yes.
I know
You know,
someone.
if I say it from the angle she educated me on, it won't be so nice because we are also educating people. But I think I need to bring in a cognitive therapist to come talk
Yes.
about it.
Okay,
Talk
there is
about
someone
it.
Seriously,
actually, you know,
if you are so used to your phone that every point in time you want to message people 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning,
There's something
is wrong
is
with
wrong.
you.
Yeah, I don't
Or you
know.
feel like everybody should stay awake because you're not sleeping. There is something wrong.
there's something. I met
Look
a woman
inward.
like that.
Something is
It
wrong.
could be-
I
it
met
could
a woman
actually
like that. Her
affect
husband,
the-
Yes.
her husband was actually
People are
abusing her.
troubled without you knowing that they are troubled.
was abusing
They
her
sometimes
every
don't know that
night.
they are
They
troubled.
don't know.
Her husband abused her every night. She didn't tell anyone, but she's an hairstylist. Sorry, she makes hair for people. She doesn't sleep. She told me she doesn't sleep. She said her husband beats her. That she's tired, her body is paining her. She has sleepless nights. And because I'm like, why do you always stay awake? You make hair till like 11, you are still there. And your children are there, they're crying, and you just keep trying to like struggle and meet up with everything. And you're like, no. She knows what she's hiding from. If she goes home now, it is beating. And he beats her for nothing. She was complaining, telling me, I'm like, wow, how are you coping? She said she's tired. She wants to go back to her parents' house. But I'm
It
like,
is well. It
but she's
is
like,
well.
if she goes back to her parents' house, what will she do there? Nothing.
And some people are always afraid of what the society will say.
Yes.
That's just one thing. Let's go on a short break. When we return, we'll bring you stories from the world of entertainment. Again, we say thank you to Miss Eco Tourism, Miss Earth, the Earth Guardian. Are you the angel? Earth Guardian.
No, I'm an Earth Guardian. We are actually all Earth Guardians in one way or the other.
Yes,
They are very compassionate too. You guide children.
Oh,
Yes.
thank
Children
you.
trying to cross the road, you know, clean their body. That boy that fell.
Okay, that's me. That's me. I don't take children or handle their cases with levity.
Yes.
I've followed up an issue at the domestic violence because of a child.
Wow.
I've followed up several issues, so I understand. I know what it means to have one.
I love your compassion. I love it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't worry, we'll continue this conversation tomorrow as we celebrate the International Women's Day. We will not do this to Michael. Michael, don't worry, it's not Men's Day. We celebrate men when the time is right.
Yes.
Don't worry. Yes, MC, will take us away. When we return, we'll come with stories from the world of entertainment. Please stay tuned.
Greetings to you, our beloved brothers and sisters in Christ, as we embrace the season of Lent. May faith, hope, and reflection guide your path. Together, we stand united in prayer and purpose as we journey towards renewal. This Lent, let your message of grace and goodwill be heard. At Opportune TV, we offer you the perfect platform to connect with our loyal and faith-filled audience. Whether you're sharing a special Lent promotion, an inspiring story, or a message of hope, we are here to amplify your voice and make your product or services a household name. Reach out today and place your advert with us at Opportune TV, 34 Oluyede Oroja Street, Aino Ajayi Phase 1 Estate, Abule Egba, Lagos, or call 0703 063 1673 0703 063 1673. Let's uplift your brand and make the season even more meaningful and profitable.
Welcome back, and you are still watching Early Starters, and we are of course celebrating the International Women's Day. It's a beautiful time to celebrate women across the globe, and it started from Monday, and people started talking about women again. And thank God we have a story of a popular personality, giving us the opportunity to talk more about women, and that's the person of Senator. They said we shouldn't address her as a senator for the period of 6 months because she has been demoted in your own light. But I don't know. I do not understand why a government that is being ruled by civilians will say some things or give a ruling like the military. Everyone has got their voice, and they should lend it. We should be given the opportunity to speak at every point. You just don't condemn what a woman says. And you can't say such thing did not happen. Well, we all are waiting for the court judgment. We will meet in court. That's what everyone is saying. We will meet in court. You will see the court. It will be like the case of Very Dark Man. That all the Nigerian youth followed him to the plenary session. And this time around, I think every woman will submit herself, to the will of God through Natasha Akpoti Oduah, and we will follow her to speak and say this is wrong. Do not do this to the women folk. Natasha is part of us. This morning, again, we have our beautiful, humble, and babyish Tisha. Good morning. I don't even know what adjective to give to you again. I knew it. She go smile.
You know when elders, daddy Gios want to introduce their
Okay,
wives, they'll be like, please give a round of applause. Please let's celebrate our mother, our Kinekon.
The spiritual Kinekon, the backbone of this ministry.
On a seat and be like.
And this your shirt self look like one of those people.
That's why I cuckoo wore it today.
The Chevrolet Shenpe. It's doing like that of Bobby Gios. Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow. Well, I'm also a mommy Gio in my own corner.
In your own corner. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Happy International Women's Day in advance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you ready? Are you prepared to do the walk tomorrow? I think you go just stay inside your house. They watch.
No.
Even if you are not going outside, can't you do it on social media?
No, yeah.
Are you ready to learn your voice?
I am. Happy International Women's Day to everyone. Happy International Women's Day to
Don't greet me. Should you not greet me first? You are concerned and particular about your enthusiasm.
My mother, Happy International Women's Day to you too. I love you so much. Mwah. God keep you for me. God bless you. God strengthen you. God give you more strength to tolerate my really. Exactly. God bless everyone, and God bless me too. God bless Nigeria.
I hope the story is going to start with that of a woman.
Actually. Well, I can start with that of a woman. Actually, let me not be quick. This is our week.
Do not fall our hand, you.
Since this is our week, so let me start with a woman's story, and of course, it is a joyful story as Chika Ike welcomes a baby girl.
Congratulations!
International Women's Day, and she's still there. She give us like we are multiplying.
But I hope the congratulations is not going to come with controversy.
It is, it will. Before the baby even came, it has been coming with controversy and everything. And if you could remember,
but then whether controversy or not controversy, that process is not a joking.
Yes. Congratulations! This is a joyful news. It's not easy. This is God has put a smile on her face.
Congratulations, Chika Ike.
Congratulations.
God bless you and the baby.
In Jesus' name.
Oh wow, she's looking so big.
So before pregnancy will humble you.
Big and beautiful.
Big, bold and beautiful. So next to our story, well-known artist Davido pays tribute to his father, Dr. Deji Adeleke, with a sweet note for his birthday. The Baba Olowo himself, Emma Damiduro, Emi Omo Baba Olowo. So he took to his Instagram page to express his feelings as his dad celebrated a new year of life. And he conveyed his heartfelt love for his father. And Nigerians, I don't even know you people's problem. Someone cannot greet his father in peace and wish him happiness. So now people are now coming, 30 BG fans now. They'll be like, Davido is a family man, is a Kineko, trying to compare 30 BG to Machala to Kineko.
Machala is a family man too.
You people should rest. No,
this Machala does not joke with his father.
It's not about being married or something.
He's a family man. Did you know what happened? It's okay. Let me say a little thing I know about Machala. Machala celebrates his mother every day. Machala celebrates his father every day. Alhaji Balogun. And Machala takes care of his older siblings. Yes, they when Yoruba say they boss somebody, they worship him like an idol. For you as the youngest to take care of your older siblings, that means you are a very good child. So they should not even compare and contrast. You see, that's why I said no be everybody they shout. Yoruba will say they shout. He does not shout. Yes, Machala does not shout. Machala does not keep his family on the media space. No.
I like him for that.
Yes, I like him so much for that.
I like him for that.
Did you see what his son is driving? Except for the fact that Bolu is doing the social media thing, you will not see Machala post such on his Instagram. He's particular about his business. And we all should emulate that. Somebody said something. He said, if people want to really know you in this age and time, they start with your social media.
Yes.
They do a follow-up, and they check your comment section. Even organizations do that. Yes,
they do.
I remember when I did my banking stuff, and they would tell you, this is what your LinkedIn says, this is what your Facebook says. And from that stage, they are already putting some people out because their Facebook or let me say their social media platforms does not really speak reputably about them. So watch what you put on the social media space. And some people will say, is this person married? Must I post my husband and my picture so that you can have
like me now,
I'm married though. Must everybody post on Valentine's Day? And that's why I always say that Valentine is every day. Love is every day. It does not have a particular date.
Okay.
Yes, as well as celebrating your family doesn't mean that I should put my father in your face so that you can know that I'm celebrating my father.
Space.
Yes, you don't need to do that.
They will believe you're not social.
Let them believe. That is their belief now.
Just like people don't know that I have like 16 grandchildren. I'm not lying. I just not put it on the social media page.
I remember when you celebrated your 80th birthday.
Yeah, you give it. Thank you for coming out. 88 and 0. Benny. Thank you. I appreciate your comment. Your presence was felt and everything. She
But I can't remember what I dropped though. She heartfelt tribute in her. Congratulations.
Congratulations, because so next to our story, this one is, how will I say it? It's your time, my young pepper scatter. A dramatic scene unfolded at the Federal High Court in Lagos on Thursday as gospel record executive Ezekiel Onyedikatuku, popularly known as EZT, allegedly fled the court premises following the adjournment of his case with Mercy Chinwo. This happened moments after Justice Alexandra Oweye postponed the much-anticipated arraignment to May 14, citing ongoing administrative formalities. So as EZT exited the courtroom, a crowd of journalists, journalists now, they want to know what's happening, want to know the updates. So they're trying to ask Mr. EZT that after what's the update, and if you can see your TV screen now, this man fled. The Bible said the wicked shall run.
No, you don't say that. Let's hear the judgments now. No, some people are not. No, we forget the fact that some people are not, or should I say, they are mostly camera shy. And they are always careful of what they have, their names tagged to on the social media space. And now people doctor people's voices. They doctor what you say. When you say something, they add 2,000 words to it, or they remove 15,000 from it. So maybe he's scared of what people will say is said.
Another meaning to this is running.
Remember, Very Dark Man sent that apology. Right?
Yes,
and they're so strong.
And I was even shocked he can tender apology because
he does not.
Our Very Dark Man.
Does he slam you $1 billion?
It was like, don't let them release you.
$1 billion. You think
$1 billion.
That's a lot of money.
See, that's why before putting your mouth, like I always say on radio, then not putting your mouth in any issue, be sure you have your facts and figures before you lay claims or call people out or hold people for a particular thing. Have your facts and figures so that you will be able to say, I'm holding you, and you also saying that you will be able to take responsibility for everything you say. Okay, I'm before the court, I said it. Why did you say it? I have the facts, sir. I have the figure. I can tender it any day, anytime. That's the case with Mrs. Chinwo and Very Dark Man, and of course, what is it called? EZT. So you are saying something, and don't forget, prominence goes a long way.
Yes.
If you are a prominent personality, even if you are wrong, people go support you.
Exactly.
Even if you are trying to bully somebody, people go support you.
Okay.
Yes, that's what we experience in Nigeria.
Even the social
If
media
you are
in Nigeria.
no in Nigeria, I'm not talking about social media. You only have netizens, talking and shouting and chasing clouds on the social media space. But you see the reality when you are prominent.
Prominency.
Forget it. Why did what is it called? Omolalami have that guts to say he has changed his name
To Elizabeth
Joyce. If not for
Joyce.
some prominent
Joyce.
people backing him and telling him what to do, just for him to waive the court case. I remember the case of Bobrisky. A call was made. Some people were in the other room
Doing the
forget it. Prominence is key.
Dark room or other room.
I don't know.
He's
Yeah, I know the deal.
Okay.
Hello, dear.
Speaking about Omolalomi, he has shown the act of generosity. So if people should stop speaking about his bad aspect and whatever. Omolalomi is now changing. So he has shown his act of generosity in the community where he shared foodstuffs to people.
This is not the first time he has always.
So this Azusa artist posted this video.
I'm not,
on
he's
his
not doing that
Instagram.
because of maybe Ramadan or Lenten season.
Okay, he
He does that, yes.
Okay.
So we're seen standing in front of pile of people, which he pile of food which he purchased to give out to people, where he was sharing and everything, and people were like, Omolalomi wants in your father,
Those people are wicked. You see, Yoruba people are they are like hens. When a hen eats something on the floor, it will rub its beak on the floor like it did not eat it. That is Yoruba people for you. And in fact, Nigerians
it's
for
not
you.
tribe now. Don't let you.
No, that's why I said that is Yoruba people, and in fact, Nigerians. This guy has always been doing stuffs like this. He does not do it because it's the Ramadan season. I've watched him do that. I've followed his social media space. For I don't follow him, but then I followed his story.
I think this is gaining more attention because he just finished this saga, this Wala with the Ogun State.
Wala they finished for Malala.
I think he's just using
he's always in one Wahala or the other.
PR stunt or something.
He's not pulling. No. I don't. I'm not subscribing to that saying of he pulling, crowd of getting people's attention. No, that's a Malala for you. And if you would pick some, why you see? That's why I applaud Tenny for what she did. By going to random people and helping them. She said she does not really do that, and she's not doing it to promote a particular song. But then she did it because she felt the need. Not like people that will do it because their controversial mates did it yesterday. You should know these people I'm talking about. Okay. Their controversial mates will do it yesterday and they will do it today. So you people will see it on the social media and they will be figure guy. So what's your take on the International Women's Day?
International Women's
Or how do you feel as a woman?
How do I feel as a woman? I feel great though. I feel honored. I feel grateful. I feel happy that I'm a woman. It's not easy to be a woman though. Ọlọ́run dá mi lóbìnrin, mo dúpẹ́ tó dá mi lóbìnrin, please give me beats now.
I even thought you would be singing this song obìnrin ni mí mo pé lọ́lá.
Obìnrin ni mí mo pé mo sì ní láti kọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run náà pé dá mi lóbìnrin, pé kò dá mi lọ́kùnrin, kò dá mi léyè, kò dá mi
Michael, you wanted to say something about STEM the other time. I want you to make it very, very concise,
okay.
Because we're about to wrap up.
Like STEM has to do with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
And thank God, in the spirit of International Women's Day, the federal government has approved women in tech.
Yeah.
So, this is a very big congratulations to every woman in Nigeria.
Every woman. So we need them in that space.
Yes.
We also need them to tackle terrorism.
Yes, we are doing that.
We are doing that now.
Did you remember the lady that showed them the naval officer? You remember the story of the naval officer and of the Air Force officer that did show them the way to Zambisa forest.
Yes.
You remember the story?
remember.
But unfortunately, some things happened. Well, it's bygone now, and
it's just so sad and disheartening that Nigerians don't recall stories. When it happens, we talk about it, then we forget about it. And that's why I think the people are, at the ends of affairs feels that hunger is the best way to treat Nigerians. Poverty, especially, yes, is the way to seek the face of Nigerians. When they are hungry, you can call them. Come and chop. Yes, come and chop. And at the end of the day, they back it up with bandwagon kind of journalism. And when they do the bandwagon, everybody follows a particular person, a particular sect, a particular saying, and all the ori in one place. Everybody will just put their egg in one basket, and it will break again. And you know what? We will not still stop at that, because we will not say something today. Why this thing not happen? Why is this thing happening like this? And you'll be so surprised that. But then some people said they are talking about this thing. They have gone back to collect money. And that's why I'm not always in for maybe a society is speaking up for the less privileged. No, there's nothing like people are speaking up for the less privileged in this country where we find ourselves. Somebody who said is representing a constituency did a pako on the gutter for over 1 billion naira.
Pako?
Yes.
Maybe it's imported pako.
No, maybe that's what
it
has
Even
spray.
if you bring the pako, you know the story of the pako I'm talking about.
Maybe it's imported pako.
And some people said, what if he had not even given you the pako? What
That
would
is
you do?
the challenge with the Nigerian space, the Nigerian public. That's the challenge. Giving you water, light, housing, they are basic amenities. They
Yes,
are
that
not
we should have. Yes, as a
Even
citizen.
your tax has paid that. I don't even want to go into the tax thing because
There are some rights, basic rights we should enjoy as
it should not be
citizens.
something you use for campaign. It's an insult.
No,
It's an
very,
insult.
It's an insult, and people celebrate that, and you wonder
Big
which
slap.
institute are you coming from? That is why you can have somebody who will say, tomorrow morning I suspend you, tomorrow morning I push you down, tomorrow, because he believes he's the God you serve, giving you water, light, and feeding. And some people are still making that error mistake that somebody gave us GSM and the person is not an engineer. I wonder that. So it's the Nigerian public. We just, like you said, that bandwagon thing. Oh yeah, celebrate him.
So big.
What is that?
So big.
Celebrate him. Yeah, celebrate him. He's doing the thing. He's doing it. So the challenge there is they need Opportune TV. They need journalists. They need people who can talk and tell them what is and what could be.
Now, we are not talking about brown envelope journalism, because most of our journalists, and even people who claims to be journalists are not journalists. I ask people, what do you do? And they will tell, I'm a broadcast journalist. And some people say, I'm a mass communicator. Okay, everybody can be a mass communicator. Are you a journalist? Do you really befit the job or the career path you're walking? Because there is a thing about your passion, and there is a thing about studying to become a professional. All of these things, when we put it together, there is always a space for one, and there is a reason why you have to oblige to one. And we are calling on all men this morning. Let it even happen from the mouth of the men.
Yes.
One of them is here. Oga, only you waka come.
Yes.
Speak to the camera.
Well, men, I hail thee. We are hailing Nigeria now.
Yes, we are hailing Nigeria now.
We are calling to all men to, first of all, understand that women are not threats to us. They are not a threat to the society. They are not a threat to the governments, and they are not a threat to your home. Women are not punching bags. If you want to punch bags, go to Ropark, go to a lot of places to know how to punch bags. Women are also not a thing you use in the kitchen. It's an insult. It's an insult. The kitchen is made for cooking, not just for women. And women too should understand this. And since we are celebrating International Women's Day, I'm happy for the 10 million women empowerment scheme. I hope it gets to them. I hope it gets to them, because that's
and the
my prayer.
reservation that we are calling for, agitating. Remember the reservation that the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria talked about in the news yesterday morning.
Yes. you know, and
Reservation of seats.
reservation of seats. I'm also happy about the acceleration of such things. For the word acceleration to come in, that means there have been a postponement, a backlog, no, not now.
Now we are beginning to take action.
They should take action. Women are, responsible women now.
Yes, and responsive
women. They are good in what they do. And they also love being given a space to perform. It's not that you give them a space to perform and you put like 3 or 4 people there, watch what she's doing. Let her perform. Everybody have their flaws, but women are still one of the most important things we have in our society. They will say we inherited women. To me, they're mothers of the earth, they're guardian of the earth, they are lifeists, and they are also humanists. With them, we understand what it means to be human and have a little bit of conscience.
Yeah, say Happy International Women's Day to us.
Happy International International Women's Day, and we'll be calling off the curtain from here, but I want her to do the roundup. I've tried. Men, I call in peace.
Yes, I'm going to be saying Happy International Women's Day. Don't forget that our color for International Day 2025 is purple, royalty, green, productivity, and also white, which is purity. We remain the mothers and, like he rightly said, the guardian of the earth. And we keep, we do our best to keep the home front and also the workspace, make it flexible, beautiful, and peaceful for everybody. Until then, be your sister's keeper. Do not mar anybody. Do not bring people down. Do not be treacherous. Do not be an enemy, and do not bite the hands that feed you. Bye-bye from all of us at Upper Tunes TV and Early Starters this morning.